Alrighty, hello, welcome to Foreign Blood TV. So today we're going to talk about Miss Heaven and CJ. Now, Miss Heaven, let me tell you something. Them excuses about your daddy, that only works as a child. When you're a grown woman, once you turn 18, those excuses never work. They don't work anymore. Now, you sitting here even correlating your father and CJ together, them are two separate identities. Them are two separate relationships, two separate everything. You cannot, no. It don't go like that. Now, let me tell you something. What it is, you're just gone for this guy. That's what it is. For whatever reason, it ain't got nothing to do with your dad. It has something to do with you. Your low self-esteem, your lack of ambition, your lack of fight, your lack of will for better, your lack of... We can't always blame everything on our parents. We cannot. That logically does not make sense. That's a young person's game you're doing right now. And anybody that's falling for that, no ma'am, no sir. No, it means you're slacking as a lady. You're accepting this ninja for whatever reason, and that's the truth of the story. It ain't got nothing to do with your daddy. No. I'm not even gonna let you. Me as a grown woman, I'm not going to let you do that. I was once a young girl, full of excuses, full of reasons that didn't make sense, just full of. And the older you get, you realize, and that's why I wonder why a lot of grown people are even going along with that. Because they were once young, and like me, like you, they were full of reasons. It was everybody's fault. We refuse to take self-accountability. This is the reality. We refuse to take self-accountability for the reasons we do the things we do. We always want to blame it on everybody else. It's that person's fault, that person's fault, that person's fault. No, it's your fault, hun, because that's where you choose to be at. You have a grandma's house. You're like, no, that ain't where I want to be. I'd rather chase behind this ninja. There's no way I'm not at Granny's house, and I understand it might not be perfect there, but I guarantee it's better than what you have going on with CJ. Listen, that I know. I'm not even gonna play that game with you. Everybody else might accept that answer and use it for your reason, and you're with CJ because you want to be with CJ. I sat there and listened to you cry over the phone, because that man wasn't telling you what you want to hear, crying with the old ugly cry on top of that. And all that's personal choice. You know what I would have did? Man, I would have hung up that phone and moved on and had the next one in line. Ain't no girl, ain't no way. Listen, I don't care what you've been around. I don't care what traumas you have, and not saying I don't care. Let me rephrase that. No matter what you've been around, what traumas, daddy issues, mama issues, whatever issues, you are in charge of you, your life, your outcome. You can't blame it on other people. That only works when you're a child. I can't say that enough. But then once you turn 18, see, here's the glitch. Here's the key to life. Once you turn 18, those excuses, they don't work. You then have to move around in society like the rest of us. You have to work, take care of your children, do this, do that. Those excuses no longer work. So if they don't work for me, they don't work for Stacy, they don't work for Shaquilla, they don't work for Jim, they don't even work for your man. We can't even use those excuses for your man. So I don't know why we're allowing a different set of rules to apply to you. I'm not doing that. It's grown woman 101. Now listen, do I feel bad for you? Yes. But did you put yourself in that situation? Yes, you did. You're not held there against your will. You are free to leave whenever. And to the point you're not, you need to reach out for help. Call 911. Yell. Something. No. You have two legs, two working arms, and a functioning mind. Get away from it. That's it. You're making it seem like it's this lovely relationship, and you keep somehow trying to link it with your dad. Like, yeah, we got a dad and daughter relationship. No, you don't. No, stop doing that. Everything that comes, listen, you might be selling someone else's dreams. You're not selling me dreams. I don't believe you. Me being a grown woman and being here, spending, a nice little sufficient time on this planet. No, ma'am, them excuses aren't flying in my book. They're never going to. I'm not going to accept it. What you're really kind of doing, you're running game. You're sugarcoating because you don't want to explain that you're basically just as flawed as him. And I can tell by those phone calls. And when you're in the room with them, that you're just as flawed, just in different ways. And that's okay. It's okay we're flawed people. It's okay that we're imperfect people. That's what I expect us to be. But I need you to start taking on some of your own blame. Quit pointing your finger. You're just like your man at this point. Oh yeah, this happened, that happened, that happened. Okay, and? Are you guys the only one with the sad story? Are you the only one that's somebody's done something to, traumatized, without a doubt? You're not. So that's like me saying, oh, well, my mom wasn't the mother she was, should have been. So let me just go crash out. Let me blame her for the reason why I'm not where I should be, or I've done this, or whatever I've done in life is because I chose to do it. Whatever I do in this present day is because I chose to do it. At your age, whatever I've done in life is because I chose to do it. There were always many ways. Whatever options, whatever bad decisions, whatever it was, I chose to do it. Now, CJ, you gotta stop. You are doing too much. Listen, everybody sees you for the wild one you are. And just like I told Heaven just now, you can use those excuses all day long. It don't mean nothing. Have self-accountability. You're a grown man. Somebody might have hurt you or done whatever, but they're not hurting you right now. You're out there affecting others. The same way people, well, not the same way, but how people were affecting you, you're affecting them. And I notice you keep talking about tearing up Marcus's room, his credit cards on it. If I was Marcus, you would have been out that room the first time you said that. You wouldn't have had no second time to say it. I would have shut that room down right then and you would have got up out of there. You ain't having, you'd have got up out of there. You ain't tearing nothing up that my credit card's on. You ain't tearing nothing up that my name's on. You'd have been out of there so fast. So the fact that you keep saying that, it's like it's a threat. Oh, what? That's what you're doing? That's how you're getting down? That's how you move? And that's your... It's just a whole lot of excuses. No self-accountability. A blame game. How's that? Wait a minute. I know a lot of young children, just like you, young adults. So basically, because Heaven ain't listening, or Heaven ain't doing this, or Heaven ain't doing that, would that even give you the right to tear up the room? What did the room do to you? Would that logically give you the right to go in there and tear up that room? I don't care what Heaven did. Did you pay for that room? Is your credit card or your name on that room? So until then, you're having a temper tantrum because you can't control yourself, because you don't have your mental together. That's the reality. You don't have your mental together. Everybody just keeps making all these excuses for you guys. Them excuses don't fly. This is a woman that had to do whatever, whenever, even when she didn't want to. And still to this day, I have to go make my day happen regardless how I'm feeling. There's no excuses, no reason, no matter how bad my day is, what's crumbled, what's broken, what's this. Excuses. It's funny how y'all want excuses to apply to certain people, but then they don't apply to the rest of the working class. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. They can make excuses, but we all can't make excuses. We have to push through, but they have excuses why they can't push through. And we're like, oh, woe is them. Well, what about woe is us? Because we have traumas, we have situations, we have children, we have this. Child, have a good day.